Hello friends, in this video today I am going to discuss a very important topic. As you can see on the screen, the topic is electoral bond and corporate funding, and this is a very important topic as our apex court has given a decision very recently on 15th of February 2024. Now let's discuss the terminology. The electoral bond, if you see the terminology electoral bond, it indicates that it's something related to election and voting, and bond is something that is promissory note, and corporate indicates any business house company, and funding, here we are talking about funding a political party. So electoral bond is purchased for funding a political party. Now let's move to the next slide. Here we will see a definition, a typical definition. It talks electoral bonds are financial instruments akin to promissory notes purchasable by companies and individuals from SBI. See, electoral bonds are nothing but financial instruments, or you can consider this as a promissory notes. And where these bonds are available? These bonds are available at SBI, State Bank of India, that is the government owned bank. Now, who can purchase these bonds? Any company can purchase, then any individual can purchase these bonds. Now, why do we purchase these bonds? Now, companies purchase these bonds from SBI for funding a political party. As an individual, if you have some interest, if you were admired by some ideology, and if you want to support a political party, you can buy bond from SBI and deposit it to a political party office. Now, you can purchase in various denominations like 1000, 10,000, 1 lakh, 10 lakh, and 1 crore. Mostly, this 1 crore bond is sold. These are not that much sold. 1000, 10,000, 1 lakh, 10 lakh is not sold. Mostly, 1 crore bond is sold. Now, let's see the next point. We all witnessed this demonetization of 2016. After demonetization, the whole country shifted towards cashless transaction, and this particular electoral bond scheme was a result of that. And this scheme was introduced in the year 2017 with a number of amendments. Our parliament made a number of amendments to the Finance Act of sorry Finance Act of 2016, 17, and there are other acts also like Representation of People's Act 1951, Companies Act 2013. Then we have this Financial Foreign Contribution Regulation Act. All these acts were amended to bring to introduce this scheme, and in 2017 this particular electoral bond scheme was introduced, and this was implemented in the year 2018. And why this was criticized? Because of lack of transparency, because of anonymity, and uh, and there is a possibility of quid pro quo as well. There is a possibility of quid pro quo. Quid pro quo is nothing but give and take. You are giving something and you are taking something. See, now we will discuss in the next slide when we will discuss the legal consequences. See, very recently on 15th of February 2024, our Honorable Supreme Court declared this scheme unconstitutional and invalid. Why? As you know, the scheme was introduced in the year 2017, and thus in the same year this was challenged in the court of law. And who were the party who challenged this? Association of Democratic Reform, ADR. This particular civil society body challenged this in the court of law. And after around 7 years of litigation, Supreme Court on 15th of February 2024 declared this particular electoral bond scheme unconstitutional and null and void. From now on, these bonds are not available in SBI. You cannot buy. Now the thing is that why Supreme Court struck down this scheme? See, first of all, if you see, it was violating Article 19(1)(a, that is right to information. Then it was violating Article 14, that is right to equality. Then it was there are some other provisions also. Now let's discuss how it is violating right to information. See, just consider you are buying a bond from a State Bank of India. Uh, a particular company is buying a bond from State Bank of India, and they are depositing to a political party. Now, who are the parties? There are three parties. One is the company who is purchasing, and another party is the State Bank of India, and the third party will be the State Bank. Now, State Bank is very much aware who is purchasing the bonds, because before buying the bonds, they were submitting a KYC, know your customer, and the political party knows, because uh, the company who is purchasing, they are depositing the bond to the political party. Now political party, bank, and the company who were purchasing these bonds, they know each other. What about the common voter? Common voter is totally unknown of all these. So people have a right to know. Therefore, it's violating, infringing right to information. Coming to the next, the Act, Companies Act 2013 was also amended. See, in Companies Act before, there was a constraint that that a body corporate cannot a company cannot donate unlimitedly. They have some limitation, but only profit making companies were allowed to donate fund a political party out of their 3 years aggregate of their 3 years benefit, and the capping was 7.5%. They could not donate more than 5%. And this amendment of section 82 of Companies Act 2013 removed this constraint. Now even a loss making company can also fund a political party. See, if there is no constraint, a loss making company can also donate a political party. Then what will happen? Why this loss making company is going to fund a political party? Because they will have some expectation from the government. If they fund a political party, and that political party by any chance wins, and if there is changes in policy, this loss making company will have some opportunity in future that they can recover the losses. And what about this profit making companies? And these profit making companies, they can purchase as much of political as much of this electoral bond and fund a political party. And what will happen? There will be unfair competition. The body corporates who are earning more, they will be funding more to a political party. So that's why, because of this unfair competition, it's violating right to equality. And so coming to the third point, now see this RPA Representation of People Act 1951. There was a provision that if any political party is receiving donation more than 20,000, they are duty bound to divulge that information from where they are getting that much of contribution. Earlier there was a constraint, but because of amendment of this 29C of this Representation of People Act, now political party can bypass this requirement. They are no longer needed to declare this information. Fourthly, what is the contention? The right to information and right to privacy were in conflict, and there was a long discussion in the Supreme Court. See, why right of privacy is important. See, if we talk about right of privacy, what will happen if a particular company is funding a political party? This is okay. What about the companies who are not funding a political party? Political party will have, there may be some kind of enmity between that political party and the government, and government may make such kind of provisions like emission rules, and they can come up any other provisions that it can defeat the purpose of that particular company. So therefore right of privacy is also important, that it cannot divulge those information. Therefore, right of privacy was also one concern. But what Supreme Court said, this right to information is far more important for saving our democracy. That's why our honorable court prevailed this right of information over right of privacy. Then, coming to the fifth point, this FCRA, Foreign Contribution Regulation Act of 2010, there was a provision that any that donations cannot be made to a political party from a foreign source. Previously, there was a provision that foreign companies cannot donate a political party in India, and why this is important? Because there may be foreign intervention in our political system. If any foreign entity gets any kind of preference, uh, they can control our country somehow. If they can form a government of their choice, and now with this FCRA prohibition has been removed now. Now what happened? If any foreign company they are doing business in India and they have a share of around 50, more than 50%, 50% of share in an Indian company, they can donate a political party. And this is somewhat related to black money and all. I'll not go into detail. Just as an academic discussion, you can consider this, you can go into this. A foreign company can open a shell company in India, and shell company is nothing but a shell only. There is nothing inside that company. Just under the veil, in the name of company, they will fulfill their purpose. So there's a lot of security issues, lots of threats. That's why Supreme Court took cognizance of this matter, and there is a lot of possibility of quid pro quo. Quid pro quo is possible, and crony capitalism is also possible. Since a political party, since a company or an individual is directly buying a bond from the State Bank of India, and they are physically submitting that bond to a party office, and the party members and the political party officials will know about the company who is donating. So why this company will be donating a huge amount to a company, to a political party? Obviously there is a chance of quid pro quo, that is you are giving something and you are expecting something in return, and this will pave the way for crony capitalism. And crony capitalism nothing but a mutually advantageous relationship the between the government and the business leaders. What will happen to the normal voter? Just imagine, all of them are doing their own arrangements, and normal voters are not aware of all these. And one important thing, victimization of non-payer. As I have discussed, government has a lot of important organs. They can use government have the power of framing policies. If government come up with some kind of policy, it can defeat the um, purpose of a company. There can be a lot of hurdles for a company to progress or any organization. And the last point, this is giving unfair benefit to corporate and foreign entities from tax and exemption. People or body corporate who are donating, they will get 100% tax exemption. Now let's move to the next slide. And what will be the impact and future? See, as of now, around 16,518 crore bond have already been sold since the year 2018 to 2024. See, and 90% of these bonds are sold from mainly in five cities: Mumbai, Kolkata, Hyderabad, Delhi, and Chennai. And what is the preferred choice for encasing these bonds? This is New Delhi, our state capital, which is the place for most of our political parties. So, New Delhi SBI is the preferred choice for encasing or redemption of this electoral bonds, and will have a limited impact. This is the last but the most vital point. You see, the judgment came on 15th of Feb 2024. And what will be the impact? It will have a limited impact on upcoming Lok Sabha poll, as the funds already invested or spent by political parties. Political parties have already spent the amount, and the judgment came just before 1 month, and there will be very less impact. It may be beneficial for future elections, but in the upcoming Lok Sabha election, this judgment will not be much more beneficial. I hope um, I am a bit able to inform you about this topic. If you have any doubt, the comment section is always open. You can put questions, and this will help me to go deeper into the topic, and it will help me to better understand the topic. And I believe this video will be helpful for you. And this video is just for academic purpose only. There is nothing from my side, just exercising my adult franchise. I have come up with this video. I hope you will like it, and see you soon in the next video. So till then, thank you, take care.